Hello everybody, it's Zurivse here, back with another video. So in today's video, as you can tell, we are doing a Rune Slayer's race tier list. We will be reviewing every single race from human, Dullahan, half golem, slime, Lurin, I think that's what it's called, golem, and elf. These will not be in order, just by the way. This will be in order with the Trello. If you need the Trello, the link will be in the description. So let's get right into it. So our first race on the board is human. Human has a 25% chance to be rolled. It has a couple passives. So it has tenacity. And when you're below 50 HP, you can gain 15% damage buff and 50% damage reduction, which is pretty good. And then another passive is Ghoul Slayer, and you deal more damage to the undead. Another passive is hunger efficiency. So you get +1 focus efficiency and +2 mana efficiency. And then you get an ability called Surge, where you can harness your hunger to fuel a powerful burst of stamina. And honestly, humans are kind of, I don't know, like humans are pretty good. Yeah, like I don't know, humans, I would say they're like, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Moving on, we have elf. Now, elf is another common race. It's the same thing as human, has a 25% chance to be rolled. So it has 3 passives: Strider, mana affinity, and focus affinity. So passive gives you 3 speed, 10 reduction, and 10 stealth. Mana efficiency gives you 10 more mana, 10% more mana. Focus efficiency gives you 5% more focus. Now honestly, elf is pretty good. Elf is mainly for like magicians, like priest and a magician. But honestly, you can make some pretty good like class like builds with elf. Like you can make the assassin thief build, which is honestly really good. So I would say the elf would be all rounded because you can make a lot of good races things with elf. So I would say it's all rounded. And next we have orc. It has 3 passives again: Battle Hardened, Ravenous, and Ashwalker. Battle Hardened, you gain 10 more basic health regen, 10% more. Ravenous, you gain plus 15% higher max hunger. With Ashwalker, you have plus 20% more heat resistance. But the thing with orcs, honestly, is that orcs are kind of bad. They're not made for every single class. Like if you have an orc with like a magician, then it's gonna be really bad. And honestly, I don't know, orc is kind of hit or miss. It could be really good sometimes, but then as well it could be really bad. When you have Aileron, which is the furry race. The Aileron also has 3 passives: Fleetfoot, Beastly Coat, and Prowler. You gain 8% speed boost, 10% fire resistance, 20% heat and cold resistance, 25% jump height, and 15% fall damage reduction. But another thing with Aileron is that it's also kind of hit or miss in the sense that like some of the builds you make with it are really good, but then some other builds you make with it are like really bad. So I would say it's more of a hit or miss, honestly. Yeah, like Aileron, you can make some really good builds with this. Like you can make a thief build. A thief build is really good for Aileron. But the thing is, I don't know, it's just pretty it could be ass a lot of times. Most of the builds don't work with it, I find. Next we got slime. Genuinely, I think slime is pretty good. Like I would say it's all rounded. I honestly, for the most part, love the slime races. A lot of the builds I have with my slime are very good. Slime also has an evolution. Yeah, so it has 3 different evolutions, which I'm not too sure what they are, like just off the top of my head. But I know there's a purple race and a blue one for slime. So that kind of bumps it up a bit since it has an evolution. It has a lot. It has a couple things. It has an active vicious shock, which you sacrifice some HP to unleash a powerful slime shockwave. It has a passive called Slime Body, which you gain minus 7.5 magic resistance and minus 7.5 fire resistance, but you get plus 25% immunity, which is pretty good. Another passive is Vicious Remains. When you're struck, there's a chance to release a Bob of Slime. Yeah, and it has 3 evolves: Black Ooze Slime, Predator Slime, and Sapphire Slime, which is pretty good. Alright, next, moving on, we have Half Golem, which is the other rare race that gives a lot. Another passive with Half Golem is you have a stone body. You get minus max speed, plus 5 damage reduction, plus 10 max weight, and plus 25 robust. Another ability the Golem has is Smash ability, where you can smash to the ground and you will get you will unleash like a lot of spike. It has 3 race upgrades, I think. Yeah, 3. It has Siege Golem, Assault Golem, and Crystal Golem, which I will not read off the abilities, but you can see in the screenshots right here. Stone Golem, genuinely, I have a Archer build with Stone Golem, and it works really well. I also have a warrior build with Stone Golem, and genuinely, I really love the Stone Golem. It's all around a pretty good race to pick, and it'll work well with like a lot of your builds that you want to make. But one thing though is the speed. You don't have a lot of speed, which is kind of bad, but there are some things that can help with that. All around, I'm gonna put it on all rounded because half golem is a really good race to choose from, like, actually, and anybody who gets half column, I would recommend using it because it's pretty. And the rarest race, Dullahan, it has an active and 2 pass. The first active is Severed Sight, where you can pop off your head and use it like a camera. Like, if you've ever seen Free Cam, it's basically just that. It has 2 passes, Grim Reaper and Undead Body. Grim Reaper, you gain slight health when you kill enemies, and Undead Body gives you plus 25 robustness, plus 25 cold resistance, although you get minus 20 holy resist. There is a couple skills you get. Level 15, you get Soul Harvest, which landing a Dullahan ability has a chance to trigger a Death Sickle, transforming Soul Harvest. I actually have never rolled Dullahan yet. I'm trying to get it, but from what I've seen, like from what my friends have told me, it's actually a pretty good race. It can work with pretty much any build you want to make, honestly. And if you're a Dullahan, please don't reroll, please. It's so rare, bro. I have spent like 2,000 Robux trying to get it. So if you get it like first try rerolling, I'm jealous and I'm gonna hack your account. Okay? All right. So a couple things I forgot to mention. With the elf, you could make a assassin build. You can do the Sun Jin Woo build with the assassin. That's pretty good, honestly. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon.